transformations that I have seen successful are from teams who are patient, even if it doesn't feel that way, who experiment and who consistently ask themselves what's working, how can we do it better. I've been a part of teams transforming checkout, for example, at Walmart, and it took us 3 hours just in putting out a multivariate test to understand, is this new mental model of how people want to check out? And we're talking, this was 12 years ago, 2010, is it working? Is it not? And it just takes that persuasive experimental math and business case to say, hey, I need 3 hours of this period of time to run this checkout experiment. And then you learn from that. So I would say, don't be afraid. You don't have to have a perfect data brief in order to get data. All you have to do is take a look at your customer spend and take a look at, are there events or seasonality in which we see more spike in sales than others? I think transaction data is always the best place to start, because that is deterministic data. You either made the sale, were able to book to bill, definitely ship it out, charge the credit card or whatever means, or you weren't. And so create segments off of that data is definitely where I would start, particularly if you sell something. And also just take a look at what events did we offer a promo? Did we offer a freebie? Did we, what were the causes of the spike in those trends, particularly if the reality of your story is a little bit different. And then I will always just be the advocate for talking with your end, consumer at the end of the day.
And transaction data, it tells a lot of stories. So I think, have a tendency. And transaction data, it tells a lot of stories. So I think, have a tendency to stay with that. But I think it's a chicken and egg. Once you start collecting data, analyze, you can optimize furthermore. And then you can even find that out why people bounce that off, why they didn't finish the transaction. Like, what are we missing? What can we do better, right? And I mean, I'm not saying this is easy to get it. It takes a time. And I don't think that's really in-depth analysis you can get right away. But having that data ready, I think you can learn so much more better, and you can even plan ahead for the production. And again, like I've been keep saying this, but create the delightful customer experience. Unless you know what's a pain point, how can you solve that problem? I do think that the step one, commitment, like you have to start from somewhere, and that's the only way you can have a great data embedded in your system.